Good afternoon, guys. This is Dr. Bhupesh once again from Dr. BKM Institutes. So we were doing this simple question of reading, and I wanted to record it for you, and then I will do the fourth question as well. The second question was very simple. Otherwise, there should not be any problem. But I want to teach you elimination in this simple question as well. And also you can realize out of these three options, only one can be correct, and that is our answer. When I say elimination method, I want to eliminate the rest of the two options. Already an ongoing federal study has found present perfect that number of older Americans seeking help for heroin, that means they are seeking help to leave heroin and cocaine abuse, roughly quadrupled from 1992 to 2002. So you go to this option, the number of US citizens who abuse drugs has increased. So they are saying, first of all, please understand the tenses. I'm telling you simple way of elimination. There are many things you can eliminate in the wrong option. Number of US citizens who abuse drugs has increased. Number of older Americans seeking help for cocaine or heroin abuse. That means they are seeking help to quit. And this option is saying number of citizens who abuse drugs are increasing. No. First of all, number of older Americans have quadrupled. So that means number of people who want help to leave. And this option is saying the number of people are increasing who are doing this abuse. So two options are absolutely ironical. Ironical means contradictory. Contradictory means opposite. Then simple elimination, you will learn this elimination. A number of federal studies and ongoing study. Singular, plural. Eliminated. You don't have to read anything. Number of federal studies and ongoing means one. And eliminated. That's elimination method for you guys. It's so simple. That is how you use this. Now question number fourth. Question number fourth is little typical. I remember this question because it is little typical question. Normally my mind does not remember questions, but this question I remember. So I will do it for you. The British study team favored. First of all, I pay attention to my tenses. Favored means second form. That means in the past. The British study favored cervicography over the smear test. Please, I have told you the most important thing of question is to understand the question. So this question is tricky because of these two words. British study favored cervicography over smear test. That means cervicography was preferred. Even though means even though smear test is better. Please understand these two words. The British study favored cervicography. Even though means that although smear tests are better, but still they preferred cervicography. Still they preferred. That means this option wants me to find something positive about smear test or something negative about cervicography. This is what you need to understand. I know it will take time. You have not understood until now. I would repeat it. Let me take an example. I prefer hardworking students over intelligent students, even though even though intelligent students have more chances of performing better results. That means I want to talk positive about intelligent people. Let me give another example. I prefer hardworking students over intelligent students, even though hardworking students will take more of my effort. That means I am talking negative about hardworking students or I am talking positive about intelligent students. Again, let me give. I will prefer to play cricket over basketball, even though basketball is my favorite game. So I am talking positive about basketball. Today, I will prefer cricket over basketball, even though I don't like cricket. So I'm talking negative about the first thing or positive about the second thing. That is where you understand the question. So I have to find something positive about smear test or I have to find something negative about the cervicography. When you can understand this thing, then question will become very simple. Let me give you another example, because this is what your mind needs to understand. Sorry, I'm taking too much time, but that is where you will change. I prefer iPhone over Samsung, Oppo Plus, whatever, over Androids. I prefer iPhone over Androids, even though Androids are easy to operate. I prefer iPhone over Androids, even though iPhone is complicated. So I am talking negative about the first thing or positive. So this word is the main word. That is what you need to understand. I hope you all have understood. Otherwise, listen to this recording again and again. Once you understand the question, this will become easy. So now I am completely okay. Cervicography negative thing or smear test positive thing. I have to find one thing. How does cervicography compare to standard? Doctors in the US studied 3,000 patients attending for their routine annual smear. All the women had cervicography as well. 54 of the photos were classified as abnormal compared with only. So I know I don't have answer in that is where I save my energy. I know I spent more time in understanding the question, but now concept is clear. So I don't have answer in this. A British study, that is my question, British study, there my mind becomes more active. A British study was also encouraging my companion until recently at the Royal examined 200 women attending a clinic for medicine. He found that cervicography picked up 98% of the abnormalities. That means it is talking positive about it. But I have already learned in this question that I want to find something negative about it. But 98% means it is a positive thing, as judged by coloscopist. The conventional smear test failed to detect 58%. So it is talking negative about smear test. But my question was, that is what I am saying. In this question was the main thing. So I had to find positive about smear test, but this line is not my answer because it is talking negative about smear test and positive about cervicography. So this is not my answer. So the concept is to understand the question first. It might take extra second, but it's very simple. Again, I love cricket. Oh, sorry. I today I will play cricket over basketball, even though basketball is my favorite game. So one disadvantage of cervicography, now it is talking negative. This should be my answer. One disadvantage of cervicography is that coloscopist is likely to call the women coloscopic is likely to call the women in for the examination. Even her cervix looks at all suspicious. That means that coloscopist will have to call more women, because this this test is having only one disadvantage, that it is catching the abnormalities more often. So sometimes women are suspicious, it is not confirmed. Even then, coloscopist has to attend more women, that more women will come for the examination. In compliance studies, 16% of the false positive rate is preferable to 58%. This does not matter. So the only disadvantage I could see was that coloscopist is likely to call for more women. And when I go, even though fewer patients would be referred to, no, women without abnormalities would be referred to coloscopy. This can be that women even without abnormalities would be referred to coloscopist. Please understand, this is a complicated question, but again, if you do, that is why I'm teaching you this thing, that you don't have to spend over energy when you understand the concept. So I already realized I have to talk something negative about cervicography, and this was the line. Coloscopist is likely to call the women in for examination if her cervix looks at all suspicious, means even minor of suspicion is there, then coloscopy. That means women even without abnormalities, which are suspicious, which are not having abnormalities, they are just suspicious, would be referred to coloscopist. So what is the disadvantage? That coloscopist will have to attend more patients. So that is the disadvantage. Suspicious women would be more easily identified. Now elimination method. Suspicious would be more easily identified by the smear test. Smear test. Smear test cannot identify more women because it is smear test failed to detect 50% of 58%. So smear test has less chances of picking up abnormalities. So suspicious women would be more easily identified? No, it is otherwise round. This question is really typical, but if you can understand in the difficult questions when you have to do the guesswork, you just understand this is the line that coloscopist will be attending more women, even if they do not have abnormalities, even if they are suspicious. So please try to listen to this recording 3 4 times. I know that it is difficult question, but if you can listen to it 3 4 times, your subconscious mind still will pick up something. So please play it again and again to understand and understand the question. When you understand the question that you have to find something negative about it, then you go to negative part. One disadvantage. This is the line. This is the word. One disadvantage is that coloscopy is like to call for the women if her cervix looks at all suspicious. That means even without abnormality, women has to come because cervicography is a very strong test. He found that cervicography picked up 98%. It is a very strong test. 98% of the abnormalities. That means it will pick up even the small abnormalities. So more women will come to the radiologist or to the coloscopist to know what is the abnormality. So that is the question. So I know again I have taken bit time, but this question definitely demanded that kind of time. I know you are in rush all the time, but if you can listen to this recording again and again, it will definitely benefit you. The first question, damn easy. The second question, little tricky, but the trick was in the question. Whenever you get the words like accept, even though, note, accept, even though, or note in the question, that means you need more attention on question if you get in the question line. So pay attention to words like accept, note, even though. This is Dr. Bhupesh from Dr. BKM Institutes. Subscribe us if you have not until now. Thank you.